Hi there everyone. 1 hour into the London session on this Thursday, post ETF approval. ETF approvals a few hours ago, or last night to me anyway. So just want to have a look at a few data points as always on Bitcoin and a couple of other markets and see what we can expect from here. Smaller time frame, 15-minute range we're just putting in at the minute, so just keeping an eye on that. With volume, open interest, and seeing if we catch any more bidding here, which we'll go and have a look at. So from last video on Tuesday on the Discord live, we were around here basically. I think we were just around here, and we were looking to see if we could catch a bid under 46k. Volatility to be expected, and we wicked down. This was again really quick, like a lot of the wicks we've been getting down here. Took that liquidity under 46k, bounced up for a few hours, got the absolute fake news event Darth Maul pattern, and then I quite liked the fact that we came down a little bit lower pre-ETF day, to be honest. I do like that. I'd rather we came down a little bit and found some demand like we did here, so BTC diamond green circles here from the TRDR console. So we came down again, absolute sharpshooter, sniper entries needed if you're going to catch these lows in this volatility, but we did get some bid in those lows. It wasn't brilliant, and the supply was absolutely dominant over here, as we'll have a look at in a second. I've not seen supply like this in a long time, since depth of the bear market really. So we'll have a look at that as well in a second. But currently, yeah, range bound again. Bitcoin ranges for 90% of its life, so unfortunately you're gonna have to deal with that and live with it. But volume pretty chill here at the moment. Coming up, if we do start to come down and catch some more bid here, again I would just be looking at volume divs rising. That'd be quite nice, as funding open interest is pretty chilled here after the volatility. Okay, so a lot of contracts wiped out in the books over the last 24 hours. We can see that here just on these dips, and wicks contracts in the books getting absolutely nuked. So perps contracts nuked, spot orders getting taken out, open interest getting nuked. So I am still in favour of a little bit of an up move. I do have to say, if bears were going to attack, they really should have slung this down a lot harder pre-ETF, I think. So I think we can still rise up a little bit. Where can we go? Let's have a look at some levels. Let's just go to the OBD here. Okay, so we can see our supply, and this depth here yesterday on the in the ETF day was absolutely massive. Not seen that in a long while. Aggregated OBD sell side depth 700 minus negative 700 million, really big there. So yeah, basically coming out, hitting a load of supply. That supply, you could suggest that's being absorbed at the minute. Okay, and we've got levels higher up. Again, we've still got those classic TA levels up at 48 and up at 50k. Let's just go and have a look at the other exchanges and see what everybody else is doing. So this is Binance Spot. Bitfinex USDT, they had some heavy bid. They still supply, so they still do. Okay, so these guys are willing to sell into this a lot higher as well. They're still making offers. Bitstamp, again, supply a little bit higher. Coinbase Pro, again, they're up to 50, and it wouldn't surprise me, just go and test this. I'm not in that. I said to a few of the guys in the chat, I'm not going to short any of this yet, because with the volatility, this is to be expected. I said to the guys on the live in the Discord that I'd rather see some classic technical shorts come in post ETF news. So I want to see highs with weak volume. So let's get some more highs in on weak volume with high open interest and high funding, once things have settled, and then we'll have a look at it. But at the minute, I still expect you're going to get volatility here. So yes, we can come down, catch some bid, but then do we just rise back up again and go and attack some of these offers? I think we probably do, to be honest. All right. So yeah, Coinbase have got offers higher. Qcoin, they've had some really nice charts. They got filled there, and then they've just come in a little bit here with some bid. Alright, but I did notice, I didn't see this come in, but yeah, a little bit of USDT bid coming in from Binance USDT, a little bit of USDT, not much, but coming in slightly there at the 44.5 level. So we'll see what they give us. Perhaps bidding anything? Yeah, okay. So perhaps want to get involved a little bit, but we're still negative on the aggregated. All right. So more needed, to be honest, more needed. But maybe a final push up here into that 50k level, round it off, come down a little bit, and we've all seen ETH, and ETH BTC is starting to make a little bit of a pullback, so maybe we do start to see some of those rotations. I hate that terminology, but maybe we do. Altcoin total 3 has been looking quite good. That pulled back to support classic TA level and is now looking to make another run up. So maybe the Bitcoin dominance actually just yeah, exactly. I think BTC dominance came down a little bit over the last 24 hours. It's probably going to take over a little bit today again. All right, so caution on the alts when BTC dominance looks like it's going to take over again. All right, so yeah, that's Bitcoin. Quite happy here and chilled. Let's see if we can float up despite the supply. You tend to kind of see this thing when you put in these extreme moves up. Let's see if we can really go and push the supply to its limits, and then maybe rotate it and hedge some better shorts up here. One thing I was going to look at was just the multi-chart, because ETH's been obviously doing very, very well. It's had some ETH BTC bid as well from the last few days, so ETH's doing very, very well. Probably back on the bit of ETF speculation about ETH getting an ETF as well, probably just the next narrative. But nice to see USDT levels move up in support of ETH as well, so just keep an eye on some of these levels. Altcoins to keep an eye on. If ETH's going to do well in the next coming days, LDO is probably going to do well. If Bitcoin's going to do okay, and these USDT levels start to come up in support again, STX, really nice coin to trade. It's quite high at the minute on the daily and the 4 hour, but it keeps getting bid up. It's not at its all-time highs. I think STX is one good play to go along with Bitcoin that in the coming days and weeks is probably going to put in a new all-time high. All right, so just keep an eye on this one. Just set it in your alerts, and yeah, even just as Perps plays, it gets really nice charts. All right, so yeah, so keep it short today. Let's have a quick look at liquidity. I think there's basically liquidity on both sides, to be honest, of the order books, which we have just on a daily chart there. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, pretty even here. I've got no really strong bias. It's just a case of, like I always say, if this, then that. If we come down, let's find some bid and look for a continuation up. At the minute, you are diddling in the middle, so no real edge at all right now. And if you rise up and you just start shooting up from market bid, yeah, I would look to hedge some shorts a little bit higher now the ETF news is done. Have a look at some, just some classic stuff like the CVDs. Yeah, I'd be happy to hedge a short a little bit higher up, but right now, yeah, no edge. Liquidity on both sides. Could still get some volatility, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, so try and keep in this one short today. We are live in the Discord later on at the US Open. Again, as always, European session that I'm in now tends to be a little bit shit, to be honest. Just lower volume, to be honest. US guys, Asian guys punch more volume into the market, so we tend to get nicer moves. Alright, another quick thing, I started this YouTube channel a while ago just to help some of the guys that were asking to record the live Discords. The trouble with that is sometimes the Discord lives can be over an hour long. Sometimes we talk a load of shit, so it's not always relevant to just kind of like record it all and upload it to YouTube. So that's the reason I kind of started these videos and started putting them on there just as a little prequel to the live Discord. So really, yeah, just join that live Discord. We might record a few more lives in the future. All right, but another thing, just I'm quite into listening to tech, kind of deep house, chilled house kind of music while I'm sat at my desk trading and working. So just thought I'd put together a few little 2-hour playlist things. So you've got a London session, just randomly called it these, NY session and Asia session. 2-hour videos, so save those to your playlist, give them a like, much appreciated. Alright, so yeah, back later on live at the US session, and we'll see everyone there. Alright guys, speak soon, cheers.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?